Good day, cramming engineer. Previous lessons natin, we've dealt with delta and Y connected generators, polyphase systems, three-phase power. So this time, ganun pa rin yung ating i-discuss. Mga computation pa rin tayo ng mga power, line-to-line voltages, and line currents. But this time, we will consider unbalanced loads. Okay, so hindi na ngayon pare-pareho yung mga impedances sa tatlong phases ng ating load. Okay, let's look at these examples. First, kung paano natin kinukuha. Kung makita nyo, we have, ito may dalawang klaseng Y connected load tayo. The first one is a 4-wire and the other one is 3-wire. Okay, so kung makikita nyo ito, for each phase, meron kang, this is 1, 2, and 3. And yung nagpa-4-wire dito, 4-wire is yung neutral wire. So dito naman yung kinaibahan niya, this is 3 lang, wala siyang wire papunta dun sa generator dito sa neutral. Okay? So yun yung difference itong dalawa. Yung 4-wire, meron kayong wire going to the generator from the neutral point of the load. So anong magiging difference itong dalawa? Dito sa 4-wire Y connected na may line tayo sa neutral, we can still assume yung ating mga previous na derivation, no? So yung ating phase voltage and yung line voltage natin, it still has this relationship. Okay? So pwede pa rin natin makuha yung V phase given your V line to line. Okay? For example, ito, VAB. So it's from this terminal to this terminal, A and B. So kung papaliitin natin yan and kukunin natin yung phase voltage, which is ito, ayan, papunta kay neutral, which is VA, this VA is just equal to the VAB over the square root of 3. Okay po? Applicable pa rin po yung ating derivation na ito. Okay, so applicable yan sa tatlong phases. Okay? And paano natin kukunin yung mga phase currents dyan? Then simply, kailangan mo lang i-divide si VA at si ZA. Okay? So IA will be VA over ZA, IB will be, of course, VB over ZB, and IC will be VC over ZC. Okay, so tandaan nyo guys, itong mga impedances niya per phase, hindi na to pare-pareho this time. Okay, kasi unbalanced na yung load. Okay, and kung ano man yan, na mga currents na yan, IA, IB, and IC, since Y ito, yun pa rin naman yung magiging line currents. Okay? So, these phase currents are also the line currents. Okay? Yan, diretso yan dun. Diba? And since ganyan yung ating setup, no, ay mga currents natin ay papunta dun lahat kay neutral, mapapansin nyo, IB and IC, lahat papunta dun kay neutral, lahat yan ay papunta dun. Okay? So, kapag sinam natin, or kapag nag-KCL tayo dito sa neutral, dito, ang kalalabasan is, yung lahat ng pumasok is IA plus IB plus IC will now be equal to yung lumabas, which is IN. So, tandaan nyo guys, kapag balance yung load, magka-cancel lang dapat dito sa neutral itong lahat ng currents na to. And therefore, wala tayong neutral current. Kaya iniiwasan natin yan, you know? Iniiwasan natin yung imbalances kasi ayaw natin may current dun sa neutral line as much as possible. So, ayan, no? Since itong tatlo, hindi sila equal ngayon, hindi sila magka-cancel sa neutral, so whatever man maging excess is yun yung magiging neutral current, IN. So that is for our 4-wire Y connected. This time, ito naman tayo sa Y connected pero 3-wire. Ang medyo pangit dito guys is hindi na po applicable yung ating ito. Okay, so this is no more. This cannot be applied kasi hindi na po balance yung ating impedances. So, paano natin kukunin yung mga line-to-line voltages and yung ibang mga parameters? Kapag ganito guys, kakailanganin natin no choice kundi mag-KVL tayo dito. So, kailangan natin gawin yan. Okay po? And from there, pwede natin ma-compute yung mga line voltages and as well as yung mga currents. Kung ano man yung kailangan. And lastly, this is for delta-connected loads. So, ang delta-connected loads, guys, wala namang 4-wire yan kasi wala namang neutral. Wala ka namang katulad nito, common connection point. dito yung tatlo ay may tigda dalawang common point. Ito between B and C, ito between C and A, ito and between A and B. Okay, so for this one, equal pa rin naman guys yung ating V phase at yung V line. As you can see, itong V line, equal pa rin siya dito sa VAB kasi iisa pa rin lang naman ito, itong node na to. That node and this node, iisa lang din yan. Okay? So, kumbaga, kung makikita ninyo, parallel lang din yung phase voltage at yung line-to-line voltage. So, this is still, okay? So, paano natin kukunin si IAB? That current will be just the quotient, no? IAB is just equal to VAB over ZAB. Okay po? As well as ang ating IBC, that will be VBC over ZBC. And lastly, ICA will be VCA over ZCA. Okay, so those will be our currents. So, ayan po ano. So, this is for our unbalanced load. And next naman is power factor correction. Don't worry guys, may example tayo later about unbalanced load. Pero i-discuss muna natin yung power factor correction. So, we've discussed power factor correction already dun sa ating previous video, pero para sa mga single phase lang ano. So this time, ganun pa rin guys. Applicable pa rin po ito na power factor correction kapag polyphase na yung ating system or three-phase yung ating system. Okay, so for this one, sa left, this is through capacitor banks. So this is power factor correction through capacitor banks. So, ang capacitor banks, guys, it utilizes only just a capacitor which is a passive element or passive equipment, ano? So, hindi siya nagko-consume ng power. Okay? So, it's simply introduction of reactive power to counteract the reactive power of the system in order to bring the power factor nearer to unity. So, nag-a-apply tayo, no, for example, ito, yung ating original, no, I'll draw in orange. Ito yung original nating power triangle. This is yung ating S, O, ayan na nakalagay S naught. So ito yung initial. Ito yung ating Q naught, initial Q. Ito yung ating P naught or initial power, real power. Okay, so pag nag-introduce tayo ng, nakita nyo ito. So paakyat yung QT. So this is assumed to have inductive reactive power. Tama? Inductive yung ating load in general. So, kaya siya paakyat. And kung gusto natin bumaba itong theta na ito, for example, gusto natin instead na ganyan yung angle is palitin natin into something like this. Okay? So, kung makikita nyo, magkakaroon ka ng difference na ganyan, na reactive power. So, you need to introduce that reactive power na counteractive. So, capacitive. Kung inductive yung load mo, kailangan mo mag-introduce ng capacitive reactive power through capacitor banks. Tama? And if you introduce that, bababa ngayon yung ating reactive power dahil kukontrahin nung ating reactive na capacitive reactive power yung ating inductive capacitive power. So, bababa ito. So, ito na yung magiging bago niyang reactive power. Okay? While still maintaining the power, the real power. Bakit? Kasi nga, capacitor bank ito guys, hindi siya nagkukonsume ng real power. Okay po? So, dahil dyan, ayun no, ito na yung bagong power factor angle natin. Lumiit siya and therefore, mas lumapit sa unity yung ating power factor or lumapit yung power factor natin sa value na 1. So, ito naman po na pangalawang method, this is through using synchronous condensers. This requires the use of an active element which is yung ating synchronous condenser. Generator siya guys na motor na din at the same time. Kasi yung generator at yung motor, pareho lang naman yung construction niya, magkabaliktad lang yung kanyang operation. Okay? So dito, since synchronous generator or motor yung ginagamit natin, nag-consume na siya ngayon ng real power. Okay? So yung magiging total power natin ngayon is itong old power plus yung power consumed by the synchronous generator. So, ayan na. No? This is still our PS. So, ito na yung magiging total P natin. Okay po? And, of course, yung synchronous generator, parang capacitor bank, pabababain niya rin yung ating reactive power by this much. So ito na yung magiging new reactive power natin. So therefore, ito na yung magiging bago nating apparent power. This is, okay? So ito na yung bagong ito na yung bago nating power triangle from this one. So yung orange guys, yun yung original. Okay? So itong blue naman ngayon is yung bago nating power triangle. Okay? So ano yung advantage guys ng synchronous condenser sa capacitor bank? Sa pagkakaalam ko, ang synchronous condenser, unlike capacitor banks which can only provide capacitive reactive power dahil capacitor lang naman siya, yung ating synchronous condenser pwede siyang mag-supply ng both inductive and capacitive reactive power. So pwede siyang actually pwede siyang mag-absorb ng reactive power or pwede rin siyang mag-supply ng reactive power. Depende sa dynamics ng ating system, kung ano yung kailangan ng system natin at any given time. Okay? So, ayan po, mas makikita natin yan, yung application nito, no? So, ang application nito sa three-phase, makita natin kasi may example rin naman tayo dito. Okay? So, before that, let's first have this example about unbalanced loads. Okay? So, the problem says that there are 3 unequal single-phase loads connected across the lines of a balanced 3-phase 230-volt circuit. Okay, so tandaan guys, no, yung unbalanced dito is yung load, hindi yung generator. Yung generator most probably or most of the times, siya ay balanced pa rin. Okay? Balanced 3-phase 230-volt circuit. Okay? So yung generator yan guys. Okay? And the first load takes 106 amperes at 78 power factor lagging and is connected to AB. The second takes 142 amps at 0.82 power factor lagging connected sa BC. And the third takes 28.4 kilowatts at 0.77 power factor lagging connected kay CA. So determine the line currents using phase as the reference vector. Also determine the total power, real, reactive, and apparent taken by the loads and the power factor. Okay? Assume ABC sequence guys. Okay, so yung load natin, ano siya, Y or delta? Delta siya guys. Bakit? Kasi tinan nyo yung connections ng ating load connected at A and B, between A and B daw, across A and B. Yung isa naman across B and C, ang isa naman across C and A. Okay? Kasi kung ano yan, kung Y yan, ang sasabihin yan, A and neutral, B and neutral, C and neutral. Ito since kada load, tigda dalawang phase, ibig sabihin, delta yan. Okay? So let's take a look. I-draw natin yung load. Okay, so ito, we have A, B, and C. So connected across A and B daw is 106 amperes. So this is 106 amperes. Second is 142 amperes. And this is 0.78 power factor lagging. This is 0.82. The last load is, ang power daw is 28.4 kilowatts. And the power factor is 0.77 lagging ulit. Okay, so ang tinatanong sa atin is yung yung line currents and yung mga power. Okay? So to complete this, okay, so this is 3-phase generator, 230 volt. So mabuti nga guys, wala dito ng line resistance kaya medyo mas madali-dali ito. Okay, so alamin natin kung ano yung mga pwede natin ma-solve sa kada load. Okay, so unahin natin ito across AB. Yung load natin is it takes 100 amperes. Kay AB is 106 amperes. Ang power factor is 0.78 lagging. Okay, so from that information, what can we get? We can get the theta from this one. So our cos theta is equal to the power factor, which is 0.78. So to get the theta, that's just our cos of the angle. So we will have 38.7394246 degrees. And I'll save this at variable A. Okay, so yung VAB natin dito or yung line-to-line voltage natin is 230 volts and that is also our phase current, phase voltage since ito ay delta. Okay? So VAB will just be equal to 230 angle 0. Okay? So angle 0 ko yung AB guys kasi sabi yan yung reference. Phase A voltage as the reference. So ito yung angle 0. So ano pa yung pwede natin malaman dito? May angle na tayo guys, ano? This is 38.73 and we know that this angle is the difference between the V and VI. Tama po ba? And since yung ating V is 0, yung ating I is or will be itong angle na to but negative. Bakit? Kasi ito, 38.7394 is equal to theta V which is 0 minus theta I. Okay? So yung theta I is just the negative of this. So yung IAB ko, phase, is actually may angle siya na negative 38.7394246. Okay? So ayan, ito kasi guys ay magnitude lang kanina. So ayan, binuo ko lang siya na magkaroon siya ng angle. So this is the first. Ano pa yung mga kaya natin malaman sa kanya? We can now actually compute for the S phase or yung SAB, ano man yung apparent power by that phase, and that's just equal to your V times I conjugate. So that is 230 angle 0 times this 106 amperes angle negative 38.7394246 but conjugate nito. So SAB gave me 24.38. Sakto yan guys. Angle 38.7394246. Okay, so I'll store this at variable B. Yung unit nito is kVA. 24.38 thousand yan guys. And I'll store this again in variable B. Okay? So ayan na, I have the power of AB. So next naman is yung BC. So ang IBC natin is 142 amperes. And the angle is our cosine ng 0.82. So that is 34.91520625 degrees. So I'll store this at C. So ito na yan guys. Ulit yung angle. Negative lang nito. 34.9152. Sorry. Hindi pala. I cannot say that for sure. Bakit? What's my VBC? My VBC is actually 230 since ABC sequence to. So this is negative 120. And this theta, this one, is your theta V minus theta I. So 34.9152 kayo na bahala. That is equal to negative 120 minus theta I. Okay? So plus 120. So yung theta I is actually negative 154.915206. Okay? 154.915206 degrees. Okay, so my SBC will be VI conjugate or that will be 230 angle negative 120. That's the voltage times the current is 142 angle negative 154.915206 conjugate. So the power in phase BC is 32.66. Sakto ulit. Angle 34.91520625 kVA. Okay? And I'll store this kay D. Okay? And lastly, for CA, what we know is the power, the real power is 28.4 kilowatts and the power factor is 0.77 lagging. Okay, so using this, pwede natin i-drawing yung power triangle. Pataas yan kasi lagging. So this will be my Q. Ang P is 28.4 kilowatts. And this angle is just the arc cosine of 0.77. And that angle is 39.64 degrees. Okay, so this is 39.646 and I'll store this at variable E. Okay, so kaya na ba natin makuha CS? Of course. Actually, hindi na nga pala natin kinailangan kunin si angle, no? Since alam naman natin that S times the power factor is just equal to your P. And since given si PF and si P, kaya natin makuha si S using P over PF, or that is 28.4 kilowatts over the power factor is 0.77 to get yung magnitude ng ating S. So this will give me the S is 36,883.11688. That is the magnitude. Pero since alam ko na rin naman yung angle, pwede ko nang ilagay yung angle dito na 39.64611115 degrees. So, i-store ko to variable na to kay FK, and the unit is VA, 36,000. So, we have already the 3S. Meron tayong SCA, meron tayong SBC, and meron tayong SAB. So, actually guys, pwede na natin makuha yung ano bang hinahanap? Total, real, reactive, and apparent power. Okay, so yung S total, that's just our SAB plus SBC plus S plus SCA. Okay, so 24.38 or 24,380, no? Para constant tayo, angle 38.7394. Kayo nang bahala sa iba. That's my SAB. Plus SBC of 32.6, 32660. Angle 34.9153. Kayo nang bahala sa iba. That's my SBC. Plus my SCA is ito, 36,883.1188. Tama ba? Yes. Angle 39,646.11. Okay, kayo nang bahala sa ibang decimal. So, if I add this all up, so my total apparent power in rectangular form first, my ST is equal to 74197.6 plus 57482.94435J. Okay? So this is my ST. In polar form, that is 93859.3249. 32419 pala. Angle 37.76593,984 VA. So, my total apparent power is 93.8593 kVA. Ayan yan. No? My PT will just be the real component. So, that is 74.1976 kilowatts. My QT will just be yung ito. So, that is 57.4829 VAR. And the total power factor will be the PT over the ST. So, PF will be 74.1976 over the ST 93.8593, and that is equal to 0.7905194264. Okay? So, ayan guys, nakuha na natin, ano? Tama ba? Yung mga hinihingi is the total power. So, may real, reactive, apparent, okay? And the power factor. Total, the apparent power. Total, real power. Total, reactive power. And the power factor. And this is lagging, guys. Bakit lagging ito? Kasi, positive yung Q. Positive itong QT natin. Ibig sabihin, yung drawing niyan is papunta doon sa taas. Okay? So, this ST, PT, and QT. Kung negative ito, ibig sabihin pababa, then ganito yung drawing natin, pababa. So, this will be leading. Pero since positive and pataas, edi lagging, inductive yung ating load. So, ano pa? Yung line currents pa pala tinatanong. So, how will we get the line currents? So, ayan, we have IAB, IBC, and itry natin kunin si ICA. So, we have this, no? SCA is just your VCA, ICA conjugate. So, pwede natin kunin si ICA. So, our ICA will be SCA. So, ito over VCA, which is, the voltage dito is 230 angle 120. Okay? Since ito ay naka-ABC sequence, so yung A natin is 230 angle 0. Yung VBC natin is 230 angle negative 120. And yung VCA natin is 230 angle 120 or 230 angle negative 240. Okay guys? So that is our ICA. And kunin natin yung conjugate nito. Ang ICA natin is 160 amps. 160.3613778 angle 80.3538885 amperes. Okay? So ito ay ilalagay ko kay X. Okay? So, ayan guys, we have our phase currents. Pero phase currents lang yan. Ito lang yan, And kung kukunin natin yung line current, let's say ito, si IA, ito si IB, and ito naman si IC, then magka-KCL tayo sa kada joint, sa kada node. So ayan, for IA, i-add natin ito, and to get IA is equal to ito, no? Ano nga to? This is IBC. Sorry, this is A, B, and C. So ito ay IAB pala yan, no? That is equal to IAB. Then minus IAC. Next is ito, si IB. So, itong IB, that will be equal to ito, IBC minus ito, IAB. And ito naman na IC, that will be equal to this one. So, ICA minus ito, which is IBC. Okay, so pansinin, sorry, ito pala dapat ICA. Okay, so pansinin ulit guys, So, to get IAA, yung unang subscript, saka yung dulo, this is B, this is C. Okay, so may pattern siya. Okay, so meron na tayo nitong mga values na to, IAB, ICA, and IBC. So where are those? Ayan. So this is our ICA, nasa variable X. Ito naman si IAP, I'll put this in variable Y para mas madali ko ma-compute. And I'll put this kay variable M. Okay, so let's compute. Okay, so yung IAP ko guys ay ito, nasa variable Y. So Y minus ang ICA ko naman is yung nasa variable X. So this is Y minus X. Input ko muna dito para madali na lang ang calculator. Ang IBC ko naman is M, variable M. Ang IAP ko naman is variable Y. Okay? And ICA ko is variable X ulit. And ang IBC ko naman ngayon is variable M. Okay? Para tuloy-tuloy. So this current is 231. Laki, no? 0.2619, angle negative 76.0352 amperes. Okay? So that is IA, line current A. IP naman is 211.3757, angle 178.3380 amperes. And IC will be 268.0046, angle 54.5404 amperes. Okay? So, here you have your line currents, guys. So, ayan po, we've already solved for everything that is being asked here. So, yung ating mga line currents, determine the line currents ko, no? So, ito na yan. And yung kung papansinin nyo guys, yung line currents natin, hindi natin basta-bastang in-apply yung pag-multiply ng square root of 3 and subtracting 30 degrees doon sa phase current angle. Hindi applicable yon. Dito guys, kailangan natin mag-KCL sa bawat node. Okay, tandaan, for unbalanced loads. Okay? So, nakuha na rin natin na una yung ating total apparent power, total real power, and total reactive power as well as the power factor. Okay, so ito na yon. So, ayan. Move on tayo sa ating power factor correction example. Okay, so the problem says that a three-phase 60 Hz 220 volt induction motor develops 5 HP, 0.85 power factor, and 0.9 efficiency. The power factor is raised to 0.96 by connecting a bank of capacitors across the lines. Determine the value of the capacitance of each capacitor. Okay? So, bakit capacitance of each capacitor? Kasi guys, three-phase yung ating load. So, each phase, meron tayong capacitor na ilalagay parallel dun sa kada load. Okay? So, for example, delta yung ating load. No? Okay? So, kung delta yung ating load, magpaparallel tayo sa kanya ng delta rin ng capacitance. So, parang ganyan. Okay po. Mali. Dapat ganito pala yung drawing niya. Okay? Ganito yung drawing niya guys para consistent lang tayo na ito, partner ito, ito, partner ito, ito, partner ito. Okay? Okay. So, let's move on. Okay? So, ano yung given natin? Ito, nagde-develop daw ng 5 HP yung ating motor. So that will be our power output. So that is 5 HP. And pwede natin i-convert yan. Alam natin that 1 HP is, so we have 5 HP and pwede natin i-convert yan. 1 HP is 746 watts. So this is 746 times 5. So this is 3.73 kilowatts yung kanyang power output. And meron siyang efficiency na 0.9. And we know that the efficiency is equal to power output over power input. So pwede natin makompute si power input kasi meron na tayong power output. So the power input will just be the power output divided by 0.9. Okay? So power input is 4.144 kilowatts. Okay? So ito yung ang power na kinukonsume ng ating motor. Okay? Ito is only the output. Ibig sabihin guys, yan ay if nakita mo yung motor and umiikot yung kanyang shaft, yung power, mechanical power doon sa kanyang shaft, yun yung power developed which is yung 5 HP. This is mechanical power guys, mechanical power. So, kailangan natin kunin yung input. So, ano yung power requirements ng motor? And ito po yun, 4.144 kilowatts. And we got that through the efficiency of the motor. Okay, so if this is the power, so we can actually now draw, given na rin si power factor which is 0.85, pwede natin makuha si S. Okay, we know that S is just our P divided by our power factor. So this is 4.144 kilowatts divided by 0.85. So this is 4875.816993 VA. So this is the total apparent power. So we can draw yung power triangle niya. So this S is 4875.816993 and yung ating power is 4144.4444 . Okay? So ito na yung ating S, P. This is our P, P. We can now look for QT by getting the theta. The theta will just be arc cosine ng 0.85 and this is 31.788062 degrees. Okay? Hindi ko na-store. Na-store ko sa A. Okay? So this is 31.79 degrees. So yung ating QT, that will be our ST, ST sine theta. So forget this QT, that will be just ST sine theta. So this is 2568.495705 var. Okay? Okay guys, so ito yung ating old or yung initial natin na power triangle. And ang gusto ng problem is gawing 0.96 yung power factor. So what will be the angle nu? So theta nu will be arc cosine ng new power factor which is 0.96. So the new angle will be 16, halos kalahati. Okay, so this is variable C. Okay, so ibig sabihin guys, from that theta, gusto niyang gawin is ganito na lang. New theta, which is 16.26. Okay? And kailangan natin kunin si Q new. And to get Q new, kunin muna natin yung S new. And how will we get S new? S new will just be, kasi yung P new natin is just the same, hindi magbabago si P, pero magbabago si S. Kasi syempre, kung makita ninyo, this S is different from this. Mas maikli. So, itry natin compute si S new by this one, no? So, yung old na power is 4144.4444 divided by the new power factor which is 0.96. So, makakuha natin si S new. And that is 4317.12963. Mapapansin na umikli from 4875 naging 4317 pala. Okay? And since we have our Sn, pwede natin makuha si Qn and that will be Sn sine theta nu. Okay? So that is D. So the Q nu will be 1208.796296. The unit is vars. Okay? So ito yung Q new. So ito na yan guys, no? 1208.7963 vars. Okay, so from QT na 2568 naging 1208. So yung ibig sabihin, yung difference nila, ito yung reactive power introduced by the capacitor banks. Okay, so let's name that QC, or the reactive power by the capacitor bank. And that difference will just be QT minus QN. Okay, so that is 2568. So this is actually 1359.699409. So ito yung total reactive power na sinupply nung ating capacitor bank. Pero hindi pa po tayo dito nagtatapos, ano, kasi kailangan natin kunin yung capacitance of each capacitor, hindi yung reactive power. So ito guys, na QC na ito ay yung total, ano. So para makuha natin yung reactive power supplied by each capacitor, kailangan natin itong i-divide by 3. Okay, so ang Q for each capacitor, lagyan natin 1C na lang, no, for each capacitor, that is 453.2331362 bar. And we know that itong QC, this is just equal to our V squared over XC. Okay? And yung XC natin, alam natin that that is just equal to 1 over 2 pi FC. Okay? Naalala? Our frequency given here in the problem is 60 Hertz. Tama ba? Yan, 60 Hertz. So this is, plug in ko na lahat, ano? Our QC will be equal to V squared, which is 230 squared over 1 over 2 pi times 60 times yung C na hinahanap natin. So this is equal to 230 squared times 2 pi times 60 times C. And this is equal to ito, 453.2331362. So computing for C, C will give me 22.7266 microfarad. So this is the capacitor, tatlo nito, no, that we should add in order to raise the power factor of this system from an original of 0.85 to 0.96 power factor. So that will be all for this lesson. Thank you.